introduction to this grand company, their wise and wonderful white stag majesties, Hrothgar, fourth of his name, and Ingridr, second of her name. Ingridr, jag känner ingen Jarlstona. Någonstans mer kan den du under någon stig. Hrothgar, du har sett nio adelsmän till Odin. Ravnen akkurat till Handenhals lik. Ja, från this, du kan ha en omfattande doman. This does open the court of their most excellent white stag majesties. Hrothgar and Ingridr, please have your ease. And these are words. Oh yeah, I'm sorry.
I wanted you guys to get your steps in today. It shouldn't take too long, but to get energized.
Their Majesties invite into court the barony of Kerti.
Yay!
Your Majesties, Your Highnesses, Your Excellencies, good gentlemen all, I present to you Alistair Tahir and Eskunitsa Revka, Baron and Baroness of Kerta, who wish all to enjoy their hospitality this day, and they let you know the roads are clear, the snows have melted, that was last month. The fires are managed, the smoke is clear.
Yay!
Thank you, Your Excellency.
Please join us.
Invited in are their Excellencies Oberon. Your Majesty, I present to you from their beautiful environs the heart of the Outlands. Adriana de Toronte, Baroness of Oberon.
Please join us.
Their Majesties call their Excellencies of Dragonspine.
Hearken and take heed from the center of the mighty Outlands, where the dragon slumbers in peace. Comes before you their Excellencies, Robert and Isabeau, Borrow and Baronessa at Dragonspine.
Your Excellencies, thank you so much for attending today. Please join us.
Their Majesties invite their Excellency Citadel of the Southern Pass.
Cousins, friends, Outlanders. They come with great news from the deep south. The air is free of enchantment. The roads are open. There is, in fact, no snow. But there is much sun. There's too much sun, yes. We apologize for the sun.
Your Excellencies, thank you for making the long travel to come to attend this event. Please join us. It's always welcome.
Their Majesties invite their Excellencies Unserhoffen.
When thunder booms and roaring clouds boom, whose open gates offer warm beds and rooms. When friends and peers call, in trouble they befall, whose populace stands ready to give them their all. Your Majesties, Your Excellencies, good gentles of all the Outlands, Unserhoffen is here, at the crown's premiere, unto the stag throne, to we lend our ear, Pita and Sophia, Baronesses.
Their Majesties invite their Excellencies Kergalen.
Your Majesties, gathered Excellencies, and good populace all, on this joyous, bittersweet, and auspicious day, here telling smiles, support, and possibly shenanigans. It is my pleasure to present to you the keepers of the Valley of Song, the guardians of the Fortress of Noise, and the ringleaders of the Three-Ring Circus, Mordygan and Ymanie, Baron and Baroness of Kergalen.
Your Excellencies, it's so good to see you. Please.
And their Majesties also invite in their Excellency Arkell.
Excellencies, assembled populace of the greatest kingdom in the known world. I am Arkell.
Now, please, at your ease, and pray heed the words of their Majesties.
This is an exciting day. This is a packed hall. We are glad to see so many faces here to come bear witness to this auspicious day. Before I start,
It's a privilege to be here. This reign has been amazing. It has been refreshing. And it has reminded us of home. And it's a lovely day to join you all here.
thank you for your patience with everything today. It's always, there's a lot going on, and we're trying to keep things moving at a good pace. And just appreciate everyone here. And I actually, I don't do this often, but I had some words that I wanted to remember what I wanted to say as we come to the end of our reign here. This reign has been a lot of reflection for me, and I've commented on that several times, and I wanted to finish with a little continuation of that, and a little thoughts about this kingdom and about what makes it great. I went to my first event when I was 10 years old. I went to a Grand Outlandish in 1981, and my sister had found the SCA, my older sister, a couple of years before, and had enjoyed it a little bit, met some of the people who are still here playing with us today, and she got me interested, and I ended up going to this event, and that really set the hook and made this something that was something that I decided that I wanted. And then several years later, about 4 years after that, my dear friend Hrothgar and I joined the SCA, and I've been participating ever since. That was 40 years ago, and that was coincidentally right after the Outlands became a kingdom of our own. And I didn't really even realize this at the time. It was all new and exciting to me, but there was a lot of kind of newness and excitingness around the kingdom because we had just branched off from it to become our own kingdom. And you know, it was an exciting time to be in the society, and an exciting time to see all of those things and changes. So, you know, having grown up here, and then having had the enormous privilege to have this vantage point that I have now for over 30 years of time, I have seen a lot of things, a lot of changes happen in this kingdom. You know, we have lost a lot of people, some of whom will never be back with us. And that saddens my heart. Some of them who I hope will you know, find joy and find their way back to tell their stories and help us remember the past and just enjoy the fun that the SCA is. There have also been just an amazing number of people who have showed up and grown and helped us improve the Outlands and help the kingdom grow and help our culture grow and change and give this kingdom the things that it needed to become what it is today. And although a lot of things have changed, the kingdom has in this entire time, from my perspective, retained a flavor, unique flavor of its own. And that is, that is our kingdom culture here. The kingdom has always been full of people who are strong-willed and independent. We've always been fearsome on the war field. Other kingdoms, from my first Australia War to sometimes today, see us as rough and wild. But when you get to know us, there's a lot more depth and a lot more nuance to what the Outlands is. And the things that we do. The sound of the drums still ring beautifully in the night at events here in the kingdom. We're sparsely populated. There's a lot of driving. I've done a lot of driving. But that gives us time to see the beauty of the kingdom. It gives us time to reflect. It gives us time to share time with our friends who we go to events with. We've obviously, have enough of a reputation for being mischievous that other kingdoms blame us when they start shenanigans. So that's
Sorry, Outlands.
We still have regional differences in this kingdom that have been here since I started playing. But we all still strongly love this kingdom and what it means to us. So it's just been amazing to see more closely over the last 6 months what this kingdom has become and who we are and who our culture is today. And we are still a strong, vibrant, and beautiful kingdom. And I want to just remind everybody of that and of what we are. And just say, Outlands.
Huzzah.
Wow, that one. No, I'm gonna be all emotional for a second. I guess I'm gonna just talk about you for a second. What I just heard was a really unique perspective about something. What I just heard is a very unique perspective that not many of us have. What Hrothgar just told you is that he started in the SCA the first year of the Outlands. Hrothgar grew up as the Outlands. He grew up with Duke Arton. He grew up with them as his friends, as his comrades. And we are the Outlands. We still are the Outlands. We're still here. And we're here because of every single one of you. Because you are the Outlands. This is our kingdom. This is where we come for safety. This is our third place. Thank you all so much for making this a place where we can come still. And try to remember that when you get frustrated with each other. Because I am absolutely a pain in the ass, and I know that. I married a saint. He's the best. We're annoying, guys. Like, we've got a very special interest. It's like, who wants to talk about my seam treatment? Nobody. Hey! But we're frustrating. We're a bunch of personalities that all want to talk about our very special interest right now. Remember that when you get tired of each other. Because we're all that person. Thank you all so much for being safe for each other. Because that's the first thing that this community was intended to be. It was a place where we could come and be ourselves.
Huzzah.
So thank you.
For our first piece of business is actually with somebody who was not able to make it this day. But we would love, we have something very special that we wanted to announce. And we also, a couple of things to announce, but we also wanted to increase her word fame.
Yes.
And that is our current Kingdom Scribe, Baroness Phaedra Festos, who is stepping down from that role this weekend. Her Excellency Angel is taking over and will be stepping up for their Royal Highnesses when they take the throne. But first of all, our Kingdom Scribes are something that is really special within the society and with our kingdom.
With our kingdom specifically,
Yes.
I love my AOA scroll. I am not besmirching it. It is the coolest thing. He framed it for me. My AOA scroll was printed and colored in with magic markers. It is glorious, and it was the state of the art in Ontier. So in Ontier, I can speak with, at least in 2002-ish, the crowns would approve 5 sets of whatever. They're like, yeah, that looks cool, and we'd make a bunch of copies, and then they send it out, and everybody would color them in exactly however they wanted. And it was nice. And it made it so that people got their scrolls. In the West, I think they've actually gotten through their backlog. Oh my god. Like, I believe that, like, I don't even know if Fabian has his duchy scroll. Like, seriously, like, there are no scrolls.
He doesn't.
No, see, no, right? No, it doesn't happen. With the Outlands, I talk about this a lot, and I'm not going to get into it right now, but the Outlands chose its culture. It was an intentional discussion. Zachariah's mother was in that car. All right, and in that car, I'm going to walk around because I'm talking about scrolls. I'm really sorry. This is about Phaedra, but I need to explain why Phaedra is so amazing. What Phaedra did is carry on the decision that was made by Zachariah's mother, who's not with us. Zachariah's still listening, but she's in that car. We're talking about also with Bardolph's mother and Duchess Catherine. Oh my God, Catherine! I'm so sorry. And Duchess Catherine, we lost during our last reign. I'm not going to go through the history of everybody, but these 3 very, very powerful women got in that car, and they said, you know what, we're sick of this, we're the Outlands, we're going to be our own kingdom. And when we're our own kingdom, we have like 7 hours to talk in this car about what our own kingdom's going to look like, right? And these women, if these women decide something's going to happen, those 3 women are going to make sure that that happens, and it did. And when they were in this car, they said, we're going to have the best ceremonies that any kingdom has ever seen. We're going to have ceremonies. And you know what we're going to have? We're going to have scrolls. Every single award that happens in the Outlands is going to have a scroll. That's going to be our jam. And we're 40 years in now, and we have not broken that decision. Those women, powerful, powerful women, decided that that would be a key element of this kingdom. And that is a hard job. I'm looking at somebody who's had that job before. It is a hard job. It is even harder when there are a lot of people that need to be recognized. Because all of a sudden, you're doing that job triple time. Phaedra is who we're talking about right now. But those are the shoes that she stepped into. Is carrying the heritage, the history, and the tradition of the Outlands to make sure that when you're recognized in the Outlands, you walk away with a piece of this kingdom. That's yours. This is your kingdom. And Phaedra has spent at least 2 years working herself, probably a little too hard than she needs to, because most of us are pretty easygoing, but she holds herself to a standard so strong, and she has made so many scrolls. She has personally taken it upon herself just because it sounded fun. Phaedra has done this kingdom such honor with her heart, with her love, and with her skills. And as His Majesty was talking, this kingdom is special. This kingdom was intentional. And Phaedra represents that in how she carried this office. And we appreciate it so much. And there are very few things that we can do to show that kind of appreciation. And His Majesty wanted to do this, and I'm going to stop talking.
What we are doing for Her Excellency is we are giving her an augmentation of arms. We will make sure that it is appropriately scribal, but something to denote then that she can carry around on her personal arms that shows the job that she had done. So that is our first piece of business. We do not have a scroll for it because
It is not a scroll.
when it is a completed augmentation and has arms on it, she will get a scroll.
Which she might make herself, because she does that really well.
We'll find someone to make it.
I'll volunteer.
But for everybody who's considered holding an office, for everybody who's held an office, it's a volunteer organization, it's a thankless job, and often you have a manager that forgets very well that you are not paid, right? It is so important to celebrate those who have done this, to ensure that this tradition goes on, to make sure that everybody in the Outlands has that piece of us. And for that, we wish to celebrate Phaedra and everything she's done.
Huzzah! 3 cheers for the service of Phaedra. Hip hip! Huzzah! Hip hip! Huzzah! Hip hip! Huzzah! Throughout history, there have been those men and women who excelled in the use of myriad weapons and skills of the art of defense. They stood the trials of their guild, rising from novice to journeyman, aspiring to the vaunted rank of a master or mistress of defense. In the 50th year of the society, the Order of Defense was created to recognize those of great skill and perseverance in this art. In the Kingdom of the Outlands, a master or maestra of defense shall be one who has demonstrated skill in the art of combat with steel, as well as in the study of the art and science of defense, who is generous with their talents and knowledge, and who has dedicated their skill and efforts to benefit the society and the Outlands as befits a peer of the realm. Let now all members of the Order of Defense come forward so they may bear witness to this ceremony.
You guys are so big now. Come closer, I promise. I won't spit either. There were only 2 of you the last time I was here.
The Crown now calls Don Maximilian Kern to come before this court and company.
Was anybody sitting in that chair?
Majesties, Your Excellencies, good, populous, great, mighty Kingdom of the Outlands.
Outlands!
Don Maximilian has humble beginnings, not even in our kingdom, but of that of Drachenwald. Mortal time, to be exact. Because while he started in Drachenwald, he would eventually come to the Kingdom of the Outlands, play around a bit, get known, return to Drachenwald, where there he would finally be noticed and given his arms, finally, truly starting his trek into the wonderful game we play. After playing Drachenwald for a little longer, he is then finally returned to Outlands for good, where he has continued playing since. Where I'm sure we have all gotten to know him well. We've seen him fight wonderfully, so much so that he was given admittance to the Order of the White Scarf. But not only is he a fantastic rapier fighter, but he is a wonderful artisan. For there are several people here who you may have seen with these beautiful looking wooden scabbards to hold their swords. Those are done by none other than by Don Max's hand. But today is not just about his artistry or just his ability to fight well on the field. It is his ability to contribute to the society as a whole, not just as a rapier fighter, but as a member of this wonderful game we play. And now today he comes before you to answer the offer you gave him at the last crown tournament.
Max, have you undertaken to accept this honor that was offered to you at Crown Tournament?
Yes.
We find it right that Elena, please. You have unfinished business.
So, this good gentle had the wonderful experience of having my husband as his white scarf, and then I stole him.
That's right.
Right? For the past 7 years, I have watched him grow in both comportment and a little bit of extroversion. I made a chance. So I have just been so proud of him over the last 7 years. And it may take a village to raise somebody, but it takes personal integrity and ability to be able to actually grow into the world. So I think I need to have something back.
Thank you for all that you've done. It's been a pleasure. And we will continue as we have before.
Good job. Now, being free of other oaths, are you prepared to accept the offer that we gave to you at Crown Tournament?
Yes, I am.
This pleases us greatly.
Bring forth the collar.
When this order was made, 3 premieres were made, 2 of which, I believe, by these lovely humans over here.
All three were.
All 3 were offered. I wear Master Christopher's collar. This is the collar of Govan Blackwell, who is not with us here in body, but is with us in spirit. It has been an almost unbroken tradition that his collar be used in the ceremony, or at least a vigilant spends time with Govanen. We had the luxury today to do both, and it is a tradition from the past that we carry forward to the newest member of us order.
I'm very glad that it's this collar. Very. Not that the others are. Just was one. Throughout history, livery collars have been used to signify those belonging to great and noble order. The purpose of this is to ensure that members remember always the vows that they take, and also to ensure that they are recognized as members of their order. But there are 2 recognitions that yours and those who as is tradition, is one that makes me more happy than anything. Please pass this collar from hand to hand to represent and remind all of you and your newest member the relationship that you now have together.
Your Majesties now invite Sir Sixtus Getz to speak on behalf of the Order of Chivalry.
Thank you, Your Majesties, Your Highnesses, and Court. I've known Don Max for nearly a quarter century. During this time, he has been a faithful travel companion, albeit his transportation was a bit iffy at best. But Don Maximilian was a trustworthy stalwart during these journeys. And one of the same vanquished opponents from the war bands in Etzel Castle in the far reaches of Dragon Ball to the honorable field of tourney fields in the lands of the Outlands. I've heard stories from Masters of Defense of how Don Maximilian bested them on consecrated tourney fields. Prowess. Don Maximilian has always trusted that his adversaries will take his landed blows as good. Faith. During the many years of knowledge, I've never heard of Don Maximilian fail to call a landed blow of anything but good. Honest. Don Maximilian has always given him his time, whether talking about combat skills or conversations of deep thoughtfulness, generosity. I've always known him to match weapons with his opponent, if a question, or a matter of fairness, courtesy. Don Maximilian has always been true to his word and will stand by a truth back his friends the best he is able to. Loyalty. He has always been comporting himself as a peer, in my opinion. Franchise. As a member of the Order of Chivalry, I fully support Don Maximilian's elevation to Master of Defense.
Thank you, sir.
Master Turlo Nicangosa will speak on behalf of the Order of Laurel.
Majesties, most worthy populace. I've known Max for as long as 6 years. Our first conversations were about creating armor and how to make them artful. We lost him to the Europe for a while, but we got him back. He's ours now. This man has always epitomized courage and truth. His strength on the field and his personal relationships with his family, his friends, his extended family. He's honorable, steadfast, and loyal, but his recent strong adherence to the principles of creating art for others, taking my instruction and surpassing me immediately. I wholeheartedly support him as a position within the marriage.
Thank you, Master.
Thanks. Thank you.
Master Duncan Alistair McCrae will speak on behalf of the Order of Pelican.
Thank you, Your Majesty. I stand here today as a member of the Order of the Pelican. It's been my honor to know Max for well over 2 decades. During that time, I've watched him grow as a fighter and as a participating member of his kingdom and his barony. I can speak at length of his skill with the blade, but that pleasure falls to someone else. I'm here to speak of his service. He has served on several retinues, both kingdom and baronial. He has served as baronial exchequer numerous times, and deputy numerous times. When the defenders of the White Scarves are asked to help with anything, he is one of the first to show up. His service has earned him the Queen's Cipher of Anadopperly, the Scales of Dragonspine, and a Stag's Heart. But his generosity is also a service. He has given of his time, his talents, and his resources. At practices, he teaches, he encourages, he makes a difference. Your Majesty, I am indeed honored to call this man my friend, my Grand Cadet, and my peer. On behalf of the Order of the Pelican, I, Duncan Alistair McCrae, wholeheartedly support his elevation to the Order of Defense.
Master Anton de Vallier will speak on behalf of the Order of Defense.
I don't cry.
Leadership, right there.
Your fair and gracious Majesties,
Noble peers, good gentles all, it is my profound honor to stand before you today and speak for one whom I have been privileged to call friend, companion, and brother in all but blood, Don Maximilian Kern. I have known Max for almost as long as he has carried a rapier in service to the society. From his beginnings in the kingdom of Drakenwald to the home he found here in the Outlands, I have watched him grow not only into a gifted swordsman, but into the sort of man whose character is measured not by victories won, but by the lives he has enriched along the way. It is a rare blessing to know someone for so long that you can no longer remember when they became exceptional. Only that one day you realize they always had been. The Order of Defense recognizes excellence at fence, yet our order has never been solely about the sword. It asks that mastery be joined with humility, that skill be tempered with courtesy, and that knowledge be shared as freely as it was once given. Max has lived those ideals for as long as I have known him. He has never ceased to be a student of our art, always seeking another lesson to learn, another technique to master, another perspective to consider. Yet he has been equally generous as a teacher, giving of his time without hesitation, encouraging newcomers with patience, challenging experienced fencers with respect, and reminding us all that every worthy opponent is also a worthy instructor. His service reaches well beyond the list field. Max has devoted himself to his local community, to this kingdom, and to society with the same quiet dedication that marks every endeavor he undertakes. Whether serving at events, lending his experience wherever is needed, or simply being a dependable friend whose presence steadies those around him, he has never sought recognition for its own sake. Instead, he has given himself to making the society a place where his friends, his family, and those who would one day become both might find joy in the dream that first called to him. That steadfast service has strengthened our kingdom in ways that cannot be measured in awards or recorded in any ledger. There are many in this hall who know Don Maximilian as a fencer, a teacher, or a servant of this kingdom. I have had the privilege of knowing him simply as Max. I count that among the greatest blessings the society has ever given me. I can speak to Max's skill because I've crossed blades with him. I can speak to his teaching because I have watched generations of fencers improve under his guidance. But above all, I can speak to his honor because he has long since become my brother, by choice rather than by blood. And I have never known him to be anything other than a man of integrity. Your Majesties, there are few moments in life more gratifying than seeing a dear friend recognized for the person he has always been. On behalf of the Order of Defense, I offer my wholehearted support for the elevation of Maximilian Kern, whose skill has earned our respect, whose service has earned our gratitude, and whose character has earned his place among his peers.
Mistress Yorin O'Connor will speak on behalf of the Order of the Mark.
Your Majesties, Highnesses, good gentles all, I'm Countess Orin O'Connor, Mistress of the Mark. I am here to speak for Maximilian Kern as a Mistress of the Mark. The path to peerage is not always a direct one. For Max, it even tracked through the field of archery. I've known Max for many years, both on and off the archery field. Max has shot with us in Dragon's Spine for several years, steadily climbing up to the high rank of Forester. One doesn't reach that level through luck, or talent, or having just one good day. It takes discipline and hard work over time, which we saw Max put in. Always he comports himself with courtesy and kindness. He brought those same qualities to the rapier field. Within the barony, he's always present, working to the greater glory of Dragonspine. On behalf of the Order of the Mark, I testify that Lord Maximilian Kern is worthy of admitting to the Order of Defense.
And Duchess Anna McTaggart shall speak on behalf of the royal peers.
Your Majesties, and all those assembled here, I, Anna McTaggart, come before you as a royal peer to speak for Maximilian. I met Max when he fought in my Princess Protector tourney, and later joined my guard. Quiet and reserved at first, I watched as he grew more confident. He was always there to help me in the way I needed, never questioning my quirky nature. He and I fought together on the best melee team that ever took the field in Estrella War. The two of us being the less advanced fighters at the time. He has been a stalwart friend and someone I could always count on to lift my spirits with his smile and joyous bearing. I wholeheartedly embrace him as a peer.
Thank you, good peers, for your counsel. Bring forth lightning. Max, you have been deemed fit for this high estate and indicated your willingness to accept this honor from our hands this day. You swear now by all that you hold sacred, true, and holy.
I believe that we skipped a spot. Would you like your iron pole? Let's start over. But first I would like to point out that this is not a common tradition in the Outlands. Yes. But this is a very important tradition in very many kingdoms. When I first told this to His Majesty, he said, "That's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. Why would I want all these people sticking their swords on me?" And the reason being is that these oaths that we take here are real, and they matter. And we rely on the other members around us to hold us accountable to our promises to the society. This is a very personal and vulnerable place to put yourself when making a promise. Max, have you undertaken to take this position and make this promise?
You now swear by all that you hold sacred, true, and holy, that you will honor and defend the crown and kingdom of the Outlands. That you shall be true from this day forward to the last day of your life, loving truth and not grudging disdain on any peer of this realm or person of goodwill.
That you shall be merciful. And if you have the upper hand on your enemy, you will maintain your honor. And you will act only with the high ideals of chivalry, courtesy, and service to the crown of the Outlands.
That you will be courteous and honor your peers of whatsoever order. Then, having sworn these solemn oaths, know now that we, Hrothgar and Ingridr, by right of arms and grace and favor, King and Queen of the Outlands, do name you Maximilian, a companion of the Order of Defense.
I have the code.
We bestow upon you this power of the
John. Oh, we're right. Okay, you're right. I thought it was going to call it out. I'm sorry. Master. It is our honor to bestow this calling on you. Remember the promises that you've made, and remember what this order stands for. You are not now just very special. You are incredibly special. But your purpose in this world is beyond you. A peerage is not about you. It is about the society. And we know that you are prepared to carry that duty.
Bring forth the sword. Mr. Max, accept this sword, which shall represent your prowess at arms. The badge of your order is 3 rapiers in pall inverted, crossed at the tips, a symbol of brotherhood and community. Let this blade ever remind you of your duty, to grow and nurture that community.
Bring forth the cloak. Take back the cloak. Yay. May we have lightning?
This day do I render homage and fealty to my sovereign lord and lady, Hrothgar and Ingridr. By right of arms and grace and favor, king and queen of the Outlands, who will from this day forward be my liege lord and lady. I will remain true in all ways. I will remain true in all ways, serving them faithful. This do I swear on my honor. This do I swear upon my honor. Upon this sword. And by the high ideals. Which I hold as a peer of this realm. So I expect Meister Maximilian Kern.
Stop. Mr. Max, we hear your oaths and accept your fealty, and pledge to you that from this day forward, until the end of our reign, you are a liege man. We will protect you and defend your rights and peers with all justice and honor.
Remember always the promises that you just made. And these promises are not just to us, though we will hold you to them. Your promises are to this kingdom and to this populace. And we know they are safe in your hands. We accept your gift. Arise! Fight, Meister!
We, Hrothgar and Ingridr, King and Queen of the Outlands, having heard good report of our subject Maximilian Kern, it is our intent to advance him in honor and admit him to the order of defense. We do hereby elevate and affirm those arms previously granted by the College of Arms by these letters patent, to wit, sable, an open book, between flanches argent, each charged with a candle jewels lit, or which Maximilian shall hold for his sole and unique use throughout the known world, as a sign of the high esteem in which he is held, to which we set our hands this 18th day of July, Anno Societatis 61, being 2026 Gregorian. Hrothgar, King, Ingrid, Queen.
The scroll is a masterwork in progress.
It is glorious. But we don't have it.
Perfect Meister Maximilian! 3 cheers! Hip hip!
Huzzah!
Hip hip!
Huzzah!
Hip hip!
Huzzah!
Majesties call forth Helga Rosenthal. There's a space. There's a space.
Ha-ha! Plan has worked. Hello. If it's comfortable, you may. If it's not, you may not.
We tried to find you at Battlemore, but we understand that there were some situations at Battlemore that might have caused people to head home.
We understand.
So we missed you there, but we were very happy to know that you were going to be here and that we could take care of this piece of business. We have heard good report from your Baron and Baroness and others in your Baron of the wonderful things that you are doing there. Your work with on retinue, obviously, helping out, doing garb making and weaving, working in the choir. But all of these things are good and are proper and are what we do as we learn our way in the society and are befitting of a lady. And this day we would award you arms.
Huzzah! To all who come by these letters to we, Hrothgar and Ingridr, King and Queen of the Outlands, send greetings. Whereas it has come to our notice that through diverse and great efforts, Helga Rosenthal has considerably enriched our realm. It is thus our pleasure to recognize these achievements with an award of arms.
Huzzah!
At this time, we grant all rights and charge that the responsibilities of this rank continue to be met. We further charge that Lady Helga consult with ourselves and our helds to determine suitable and unique arms, that you might bear those arms throughout the known world, as a sign of your great merit. Done by our hands this 18th day of July, on the Society Tower 61, date 2026 Gregorian. Hrothgar, King, Ingrid, Queen. Scroll by Lady Cadley Horse. For our newest armiger, Helga, 3 cheers! Hip hip!
Huzzah!
Hip hip!
Huzzah!
Hip hip!
Huzzah!
My outfit is
Their Majesties summoned into court, Elspeth Moneypenny.
I think I see her. Did we find Elspeth finally?
Yes.
Hooray!
At Kingdom Arts and Sciences, we awarded you an Argent Heart, and today we have you and the scroll and are happy to
In the same place. Please read them. Or actually, do you have the words?
I believe so, yes. It is our prerogative to come forth and hear the words of Hrothgar and Ingridr, King and Queen of these mighty outlands, who to all nobles and gentles send greetings. It is our prerogative to recognize those persons whose constant excellence in the practice and teaching of arts and sciences has enriched our realm. We do therefore take and admit Elspeth Moneypenny to the order of the Argent Heart.
Huzzah!
For her outstanding abilities as a scriptrix, that all may know of the esteem with which we hold her. We further bestow the right to bear the insignia of the order, to wit, that a stag's head, a race and a front, argent, colored and armed within a brodure embattled ore, to which we set our hands this 28th day of March on the Society Tower 16, being 2026 Gregorian. Hrothgar, King, Ingrid, Queen. Scroll by Anne Elizabeth Morley.
Thank you so much. And coming all this way up, well done.
Thank you.
You enjoyed it.
next have a collection of incredible people. Their Majesties invite into court Michael Patrick McBain, Mariana Vivia de Santiago, and Kata Utamar.
Nope, not that one.
And me.
Alright, he's writing them. He still won't hand me anything. So I'm going to have to tell you the story again because I really, really, really need everybody to know how cool I am. Alright, you guys can hang out here. You don't get to look at this. Alright, so, anyway. Fine. I can't say it because it sounds dirty. Alright, so I started in the SCA in 2002, and I was really proud of myself in a little dome tent and like a tunic, and I walked around. It was the best thing I'd ever done. My tunic and my dome tent, and I had a race. And I went to all the events, and I had so much fun, and I had nowhere to sit. Because I had a tunic and a dome tent, and that was it. So I stood on the ground, this is my tunic, whatever. But I had one tunic, so that was causing problems. And I decided with all my big girl money from the 7-Eleven job I worked at, and the good old shopping that I'd done to save all my money, I bought myself my first period seating arrangement, which was a beautiful stool. Some people might call it the Lund stool, but we're not going to talk about that, because then I met this man, and he lived very far away, and I took him to Ontario Westward. I was like, come with me to Ontario Westward, it's a beautiful thing. He's like, this is wonderful. I was like, I have one chair. You may sit on my stool. He's like, this is great. I like this a lot. And then we kept dating, and we hung out, and we moved in together, and he realized that my stool fit perfectly in his armor bag. Perfect. And all of a sudden, all I hear is about Hrothgar's cool stool. Like, I've had this stool for 20 years, and nobody says anything about my cool stool. Nobody even acknowledges the fact that I'm not sitting on the ground. They're like, what? But Hrothgar's stool? Ooh! Mordygan and Ymanie get offered a laurel, and Neri is like, oh, can I get pictures of Hrothgar's stool so I can make their award? I'm like, it's my stool! And Hot gets his stool, and the first thing I hear is that, ooh, I've got Hrothgar's stool with Ingrid's arms on it. So anyway, a long story, not short. I'm taking it back. I decided that rebranding and flooding the market is the new thing. So, my cipher is a stool! Hrothgar's stool got broken at Ontario West Store, so it doesn't fit in his armor bag anymore. It's fine. But there's something about a stool that's really important, and I tried to talk about it at Battlemore, but it was ungodly hot, and it's slightly less hot here. So you all have to sit up there and not listen to me, but you all have to listen to me. So an interesting thing about a stool is that you can't sit on it if the supports aren't there and they're not balanced. That's a really interesting thing about a stool. A chair, it can sometimes be off balance. It's kind of right. But on a stool, if it's not balanced, if the legs don't stay in when you flip it over, which we're going to find out. Yay! In this position, we're not here as ourselves. We're here as the crown of the Outlands. And it is an amazing experience. But it is also very, very destabilizing. Because you are on the road. You are taking every single thing as it comes and trying to figure out what to do. And it's very much like being a stool with no legs. The people who come out and support you when you're in this role are the ones that make sure that when you are so done and you are so exhausted and you are so tired of everybody telling you to speak up in court, I'm sorry, and you just want to sit down, that when you sit down, you don't fall. Because these individuals have been supporting you for 6, sometimes more, sometimes less months. And it is impossible to do this job without falling on your butt or your face when you don't have this type of support. And for that, I'm rebranding, but I'm doing it with purpose. To thank the individuals who have been a part of this reign with us, for me, with my cipher, so that I can support them in the future. Because you have all made this experience one which I promise never to have again. One of the most enjoyable and exciting and magical times that I've ever had. Mariana was exhausted. She had not gotten a chance to get... I'm holding my stool and it's making Belislav laugh cry. I love it. Phew! Anyway, Mariana, she was tired. Because I don't know if you guys remember, but she and Zachariah were reigning just not very long ago. I think about a year ago exactly. They were in this exact same spot, possibly across the kingdom, because it's very long. And they drove a lot. And that didn't matter when Hrothgar decided that he would like to fight in Crown, because Mariana and Zachariah inspired Hrothgar to fight in Crown. Because this kingdom matters. This kingdom matters. The service that people are willing to give this kingdom, it matters. Because without the people being here, we're just a bunch of weirdos in a dress. All right? But with people here supporting us, we have what we need to be comfortable and safe. And thank you for everything that you've done, throughout everything that you've gone through with us. Saviorn, crazy man,
Truth.
has been fighting in every single tournament that I hosted, almost winning all of them and winning one of them. And then, even though I was like, well, you're kind of busy, but Duke Walrick said he hates me and never wants to talk to me again. And then he threw my puppy in the road. It was the worst. All right, what really happened is that Walrick needed surgery. And Walrick could not complete his time as my voice. The position of Blue Iris is the voice of the queen. And Saviorn was willing to be my defender and my voice. And he has been so much more. And for that, I would give you my cipher to thank you for the stabilizing force that you have been in my life. And then I promised I wasn't going to give my apprentice anything, but this is one thing that I can totally be nepotistic about. I really can. Because it's my jam. I need you all to know that Kata's my apprentice. I took her as an apprentice right before I went to law school. I've had so many people come up and be like, I don't know who Kata's Laurel is. I'm like, just mine. I'm very selfish today. Like all of this. Kata has also been incredibly busy because life happens. And this woman has driven up and down this kingdom. She has driven to Gulf floors. She has picked up my Muppet from all sorts of airports to make sure that I am taken care of. And Kata, I could not have done this without your support. Thank you for always being that for me. I'm gonna get this really ugly bag out, and now my newest Baron is sitting here wondering why he's sitting all alone with no stool. And that's because I wanted to make something special for him. The stools were very special, and I'm going to talk more about this in a minute, so I'm not going to talk about this right now, but his position is even more special. And so I showed you this. This is actually your cipher. It's not just to hold your cordon. I'm going to put a shoulder bag, and it's going to be a bag. It is not done yet, but this is the same as the cipher, and this will be so that I can be there to protect what you need held throughout an event, because you have been you have not just been a protector, you have not been a support, you have been a support, but you have been a support in a way that you shielded me and held me and placed me in areas that I could thrive, because not all of us can be this all the time. Not all of us are a bunch of extroverts. I am not. I play one on TV. And sometimes we need to go and be alone, and if somebody happens to come up to you when you need to be alone, you might not be your best self. And to have somebody who can see that and make a safe place for you, thank you. All four of you have been more than I could ever imagine. You've done more than I could ever imagine. You've done more than I expected. Thank you. Thank you all for making this something that I will remember and treasure for the rest of my life. Thank you. So, could I have a little coffee? Sure.
Ingrid, Queen of the Outlands, in recognition of service and devotion, do create Kata, Michael, Sarbjorn, and Mariana as bearers of the Queen Cipher, done this 18th day of July on a Societas 61 Ingrid Queen.
And it has the best dog, the best breed of dog. How the mighty have fallen. All right, don't go greet your peers, because I haven't given them that many of these stools up. But that's my stool. 3 cheers.
For those here recognize, 3 cheers. Hip hip.
Huzzah!
Hip hip.
Huzzah!
Hip hip.
Huzzah!
Their Majesties now invite you to court. Savio Rosselli.
No. Yes! Yay! 2 for 2! Woohoo! Woohoo! We found you too.
The other one, who we were trying to find at that
broke.
Ours too. Yeah. Welcome to the fold. We can all cry in a puddle together.
Yeah.
Like it was
we hope there's going to be better.
It is, yeah.
Good.
We're hoping ours can. Thank you.
Canvas.
So you also are someone who has been brought to our attention as someone who is helping out and doing wonderful things in preparing this year. You also are a member of the choir. You also serve their excellencies. You also sew.
You also look like a piece of history, which I once got that statement when, so it's the strangest statement, but the most interesting statement. You walk out of a manuscript. Look at this amazing human. It's a part of this game to immerse yourself in it, and you have done so both feet in, as you've done, as His Majesty mentioned, the choir, the sewing, the service. Their Excellencies have told us about you, and I was like, wait, I saw her too! Thank you. You are what makes this society run. And we are so thankful for that. And for that,
we would award you arms this day also.
Huzzah! Huzzah! And to all who come by these letters to me, Hrothgar and Ingridr, King and Queen of the Outlands, send greetings, whereas it has come to our notice that through diverse great efforts, Savio Rosselli has considerably enriched our realm. It is thus our pleasure to recognize these achievements with an award of all! At this time, we grant all rights and charge that the responsibilities of this rank continue to be met. We further charge Lady Savia to consult with ourselves and our heralds to determine suitable and unique arms, that you may bear these arms throughout the known world, is a sign of your great merit. Done by our hand this 18th day of July, of Societatis 61, being 2026 Gregorian. Hrothgar, King, Ingridr, Queen. For Lady Stavia, 3 cheers! Hip hip!
Huzzah!
Hip!
Huzzah!
Hip!
Huzzah!
The illumination and calligraphy is by Lady Key.
At this time, we once again have a great host of worthy gentles who will be summoned to court. Eric Ledman, Kata Utama Ger, Zachariah the King, Reneveg Oromir Eskilstona, Garrett Lightborn, and Mariki Andrikova. Andronikov.
Mavriki and Ronveg aren't here today, but the rest of you.
As for the rest of you.
As for the rest of you, you are all gentles who have helped support me through this reign. Count Zachariah, as Her Majesty said, you are an inspiration to me. Thank you. I have known you for many years, and over the past couple of years, we have become closer, and you have not only served this kingdom so well and been an inspiration, but you have been a great companion, and you have been everywhere throughout our reign, and the fact that you continue to serve and be a wonderful warlord and be a wonderful friend. I would give you my cordon royal.
Hrothgar, by right of arms, King of the Outlands, to all nobles and gentles unto whom these letters may come. Greetings. Know ye that we perceive it to be becoming to our royal majesty that we should exalt and with singular honors those who show themselves inconstant to our service, especially in such things as proceed from our mere prerogative and liberal grace. Hence it is that we name these gentles bearers of the Cordon Royal.
Huzzah! Huzzah!
So Gareth, you have also been there for me through many times and hard times throughout this reign, and you have always been a friend. You've been a wonderful champion. Today, I would make you bearer of my cordon. All of these are made by my hand, hammered from an ingot of silver. You made me a bracelet a couple of years ago and gifted to me, and it was one of your first ones. This is my first one. It has some flaws like me, but you can wear it to kind of like it. Kata, you also have been everywhere for us and have been, as Her Majesty said, the support behind the scenes that has helped things out so much. I can't thank you enough. And I will give you this. Ronveg was our mistress of the robes and made many beautiful clothes for me. She is also a bearer of my cordon. Sir Mavriki is not here today. He has spent an inordinate amount of time helping out making beautiful coins and things for us for this reign, and I wanted to thank him in that way. So that is those two. Eric, you also have been everywhere for me. You've been a friend for many years, and you've just stepped up, and yeah, you've done a lot of wonderful things to help me, and I will also have you. So thank you all for that, and you are all dismissed except for Eric. Oh, the scrolls. I'm sorry. There are scrolls.
None scrolls.
Is there anyone? And I hope that's good. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for everything that you have done during this reign to make it happen.
For the service of these fine gentles, 3 cheers. Hip hip!
Huzzah!
Hip hip!
Huzzah!
Hip hip!
Huzzah!
Would you please join us as well?
So, it was
was saving
more.
some more.
These two both have stepped up in ways that are completely unexpected. And he is going to talk a lot more. But I, for one, have known these individuals for almost as long as I've known Hrothgar. Not in the SCA, because this is Hrothgar's oldest BFF. From like the most ridiculous photos you've ever seen. Like, we're talking lizard catching behind the freeway. With 70s hair. So just imagine that. Love it, Eric's hair. But Kolfina and Eric left us for like 20 years. We'll forgive them. Because when they came back 20 years ago. Oh my god, guys, 2005 was so much fun!
Before that.
It was.
So, Eric and Kolfina, as Her Majesty mentioned, moved away to Anciora and did not play much SCA there. But they recently moved back to our kingdom, and it was a surprise and a wonder. And they and their family have been just doing everything. And when we won Crown, from the day we won Crown, they both were there and were helping. And I just have a hard time stating how wonderful and thoughtful they have been at any time that I have needed anything, and often at many times when I have not asked or not known that I needed things, they have come and offered their help throughout this reign, as well as autocrating Grand Outlandish and doing other wonderful things to help support not only us, but the society. I don't know how to thank you two, but
there is a way
small thing that we
to
can
recognize you with something that is very specific for those who support this kingdom beyond just their crown, but is something that the crown has the prerogative to choose who to invite into their noble household.
This day, we would make you a baron and baroness of our court.
Yeah! Take heed to words of Hrothgar, by right of arms, king of the Outlands, and Ingridr, by grace and courtesy, queen of the Outlands. Let it be known unto all.
I know, I'm feeling very sneaky.
In consideration of the good and faithful service rendered to our kingdom by our subjects, Eric Ledman and Kolfina Fraser, that it is our intent to confer great honor upon them this day by creating them by grant of arms as Baron and Baroness of the Court of the Outlands. And in all other lands as well. We conferred to their excellencies all rights and privileges pertaining thereto, including the acclaim and praise which is so worthy, done by our hands. This 18th day of July, being on of Societate 61, being 2026 Gregorian. Hrothgar King, Ingrid Queen.
So, I'm not going out without a story. I'm trying to remind everybody, and I've been having a really fun time talking about these different awards that a lot of us don't remember or do remember, but nobody talks about, and then people are like, what is this and why does it matter? And everybody's like, I don't know. So, a court barony carries a grain, but it also carries a really beautiful symbol of what these individuals bring us, which is they are our household, they are our family, they are our noble members of this kingdom who support the crown. It's not just who we think are really cool, but it can be. But what we see it as is these individuals, these noble members of this kingdom, they carry the weight. They make this job easy. They are our rocks. And Kolfina and Eric have been our rocks. They have made me leave my house to go to parties. They have known how to take care of this man before he knows he needs something. We're thankful for you, and the kingdom is thankful for you. Your Excellencies, thank you.
These scrolls, as well as the scrolls for the ciphers and the cordons, were done by Baroness Baker.
For our newest court barons of the household of the Outlands, 3 cheers! Hip hip!
Huzzah!
Hip hip!
Huzzah!
Hip hip!
Huzzah!
In days gone by, 5 orders within the society were created. The courageous order of chivalry, the learned order of the laurel, the daring order of defense, the precise order of the mark, and the perceptive order of the pelican. Their majesties now call before them the grand pelicans here present. The order of the pelicans recognizes those who distinguish themselves by their sustained and exemplary service to society. These good gentles have given much needed counsel, fed those in need, stewarded events and households, and administered aid.
Our kingdom is lucky to have so many good servants.
Another fun part about the Outlands. When I moved here, every kingdom I've been in, everybody wanted to be a knight. Everybody wanted to be a laurel. And being a pelican was like a bad word or some sort of like curse on somebody. They're like, oh, you're going to be a pelican. And I was like, wow, that's... And then I moved to the Outlands. And in the Outlands, the pride of this order and the care that this order takes care of this kingdom, you all do it right.
We demand the presence of Mistress Asta Olafsdottir in our court so she may answer the offer we have given.
Your Majesties, Your Highnesses, Your Excellencies, and good populace all, I am Asta Olafsdottir. I have traveled your lands, I have served and cared for your kingdom, and I stand before you, as tall as I can, to answer your call.
Well, I blame you. You made a giant.
Asta, your vigil has come to an end. Given sage counsel from our peers and populace, and reflecting upon it, do you now accept the honor of admittance to the Order of the Pelican?
I do.
Bring forth the medallion.
There are 2, Your Majesties.
Of course there are.
Somehow we've been here before. As with all my students, I hand down a medallion. This one was made by Duke Arthur, and the chain was made by Count Raven MacLeod. And
And this one. That belongs for Mistress Gabrielle. This treasure shop.
These are treasures indeed. You are a daughter of the Outlands. It will do you and this order great honor to have these treasures passed around, to remind you all of the bonds that you will now share, double-fold for many of you, with this good gentleman.
Sir Nikolai Heirs will speak on behalf of the Order of Chivalry.
Your Majesties, may I have your permission to address the populace?
Please.
Majesties, Your Excellencies, gathered populace, I have the honor and privilege today to talk for Asta Olafsdottir, and how fitting it is that you get to follow in your namesake's footsteps today. One of the many things I learned as a young squire is not to anger Asta by not high grading on the field. Have you ever been pulled off the field by somebody who's shorter than you? It is actually a good lesson I learned throughout my younger years. I don't have all the ways, or the time, I have the ways, not the time, to exemplify, or list the qualities that Asta exemplifies this order. Through our shared personal tragedies over the years, when those of us were filled with grief and sadness, you are a pillar and our foundation, without exception. You're also our biggest cheerleader. So I will close this with a statement I recently heard from Master Tracker, which is, as a knight, it is my duty to serve. It was Pelican's passion to do so, but none exemplifies this more than you. Your Majesties and Excellencies, and after consultation with my order, we, as an order, hereby endorse this candidate to the Order of the Pelican.
Mistress Kita Ragnvald's daughter will speak on behalf of the Order of the Laurel.
So much, Majesties. I'm Mistress Kita, and I would like to speak for my sister Laurel Asta. When she asked me to do this, she asked me to keep it funny, and I was like, I can do that. And then I went home and I thought about things I wanted to say, and none of them were funny. They were all like heartwarming, touching things, and I was like, oh my god, am I not funny? And so I was like, I don't know what to do, I'll crowdsource. So I asked Mikey, and he was like, you should make a short joke, and I was like, that's solid. But that's low-hanging fruit. Mr. Sharon was like, well, maybe do it all in Pig Latin. And I was like, girl, I can barely speak as it is. And then I asked Andreas, and Andreas was like, have you considered crop humor? And I was like, no, I did not. And so I was actually going to bring it, but I forgot it. I have a little stuffed banana. I don't know why I have this stuffed banana. I don't know what joke I was going to make with it. I don't know why it ended up in my things, but I think I know who. So instead, I'm going to tell you a quick funny story. A long, long time ago, when I was at an event, I was doing something, this is hard to believe, that was probably kind of naughty, and I shouldn't have been doing it. And it was with a couple other people. We were being disruptive, I think. And we ended up getting reprimanded by Asta. I don't know if any of y'all have had this experience. There are a couple people in my life where when they reprimand me, my brain shoots me back in time. And I become 10-year-old Kita. And I'm like, oh my god, mom is mad at me. I don't know what to do. And I was in that space. But at the end of the reprimand, which was very warranted, by the way, I also felt like it would be okay. Like I just needed to fix my behavior, which was totally true. But that mom still loves me. And everything will be all right. And as a Laurel, and now as a soon-to-be Pelican, I think this skill is essential. We give our hearts, souls, time, money, energy. We give ourselves to this game, and it's hard sometimes to receive feedback. So that it's imperative that our leaders, our peers, can give this feedback with love, understanding, kindness, silliness, and just the information that we need so that we can improve. Maybe not necessarily making you feel like Mom is mad at you, but you do it in such a kind way, and it's always received well. And I think for these reasons, Your Majesties, our order would endorse Asta this day.
Thank you.
Mistress Sharon of the Roses will speak on behalf of the Order of the Pelican.
Thank you, Your Majesties. The Vigilant asked me to keep my words short, sweet, and funny. So I offer the following. Asta. Because there's little else as short, sweet, When people hear Mistress Asta, they often assume she is already a pelican, due to the fact that she is constantly working, giving of herself to the task at hand, and offering sage advice, rather like an Oompa Loompa. Though I've yet to hear her sing. Therefore I, Mistress Sharon of the Roses, on behalf of the Order of the Pelican, say, yes, Asta.
Master Andres von Mason will speak on behalf of the Order of Defense.
Majesties, may I address the populace?
Please.
Your Majesties, all assembled. When Asta asked to speak for me to speak for her, excuse me, I realized that I could spend a considerable amount of time extolling her many virtues, her wondrous service, the value she brings to all those around her. But I won't. Instead, I will say two things. First, by acclamation, she is the adultiest adult. And secondly, she is responsible for this one. The Order of Defense endorses this candidate for the Pelican.
Master Rand, the Tracker of Oak Hollow, shall speak on behalf of the Order of the Mark.
Master Rand got thrown off his horse on his way here.
He's fine.
But he's fine. So's the horse.
Okay.
But it has delayed him, and therefore you're stuck with me. Why, old Michael Longbow would be sad. I've known her since we returned back to the Outlands, and I've never seen her not working. She's always doing something, and I also was surprised that she has not made a pelican before now. She brings joy. She brings laughter. And I can think of no one other. She definitely belongs in the Order of the Pelican, and the Marks totally agree with this.
And Countess Adrian of Monster Hall shall speak on behalf of the Royal Peers.
Yes, sir.
Sister of my heart. When I came to this kingdom, I found family, and you were. When I came to this kingdom, I found family, and you were a big part of that. And I really appreciate that. And in a family full of giants, you stand very tall. Your Majesty's one thing, or a couple of things that I can tell you about this candidate is she's never going to give you up. She's never going to
Such wise words and assurance. We would have your words upon my sword.
Thank you. As fate goes on, ever as it must, and the ravens sit with Odin, so shall I, Asta Olaf's daughter, swear to give due, faithful counsel
counsel and service to the crowded kingdom. As the wolf dwells within the forest and the fearsome bear hunts, so shall I honor the crown, my fellow peers, and the populace of the known world with my words and deeds.
You receive your oath, and as ring givers of this land, proclaim you to be the companion of the right noble order of the Pelican.
Take this ring as a symbol of your oath to us as a pelican.
Let the medallions be brought forward.
A pelican is depicted as piercing her own breast to feed her young. In kind, you have given of yourself to better the society and the dream.
Not incomplete. Never incomplete. It can't be incomplete because these are the symbol of the order that you're being inducted to. And as has been mentioned with other orders, this is a reminder to you of the promises that you've made. This is a reminder to you of the sacrifices that you have given and you will give. But it is also a symbol to those around you to know that you are the safety. You are who to look to. They know that you will feed them if they need. They know that if they don't understand, you will explain. And they know that they will never be alone in this society with no one offering to house them. Because Asta, you are a member of this, the right noble order of the Pelican of the Outlands.
That's awesome!
We would see the cap of maidens. Bring it forward.
I managed to keep it a secret. Make it in my hand with Morb designed by Lisa because Morb is amazing and everybody should get a Morb. Earth is Morb.
This cap symbolizes the sacrifice that you have made to improve both the Outlands and the known world. Wear this so that all may see your service and work. Bring forth the mantle. I have feathered.
This represents the warmth you share. And shall continue to bestow on your kin, friends, peers, and others.
But it represents your warmth, Asta. So I'm afraid that the surface of the sun is not comparable.
Hrothgar and Ingridr, mighty treasures of the Outlands, I would speak my oath of fealty to you.
Is there anything you wish to swear it on?
I will make this all official.
I like it.
This day do I render homage and fealty to my sovereign lord and lady, Hrothgar King and Ingridr Queen, who will from this day forward be my liege lord and lady. I will remain true in all ways, serving them faithfully. This do I swear upon my honor and the high ideals that I hold as a peer of this realm. Oh, sorry. So say I. Almost there.
We hear your oaths and accept your fealty, and do pledge to you that from now until the end of our reign, you are our liege lord. We will protect you and defend your order in all ways.
Be ever mindful that I go off script. Remember, be ever mindful of what this order is to this kingdom. The Pelicans are the heart of the Outlands in a way that no other kingdom in the known world appreciates. Asta, you are an Outlands Pelican, and we entrust you with this. We know that you will be mindful of those looking to you to guide them.
Bring forth the scroll.
Hrothgar and Ingridr, King and Queen of the Outlands, do create Asta Olaf's daughter, a mistress of the Lord, on this 18th day of July, Anno Society 61.
Pelican too! See, we all thought she already had a pelican, right?
I'm reading the scroll. Apparently, I read the text. I apologize. A pelican on this 18th day of July, Anno Society 61, being commonly called 2026. Hrothgar, King, Ingrid, Queen, scroll by Duchess Cecilia Mowbray.
Sorry, you can have it.
For our newest member of the Order of Pelican, 3 cheers! Hip hip! Huzzah! Hip hip! Huzzah! Hip hip! Huzzah!
Go now and do your peers.
I'm going to hold this because I think the peers are going to aggressively read you.
Good gentles all, this ends the business that we have for this day, with the exception of the investiture of our heirs. We do have a small piece of business that does need to be attended to. As many know, it has been announced widely, we have done some revision to kingdom law, and we need to have this read into court. We're going to take a short break in the time in which this will be read into court, and it should be maybe 5 to 10 minutes.
You're all welcome to
You're
listen.
all welcome to listen. Please, if you wish to go have conversations or do something that is loud, do it outside the room. But we will continue with our heirs' coronation in about 10-15 minutes, and we will make a call before that happens.
Yeah, and you are welcome to listen. It is posted online. It has been posted widely. We've also just sent out a summary crib sheet of what was actually changed, because most of it, if any of you have looked in that at the last 10 years, have noticed that the formatting is absolutely atrocious. So hopefully we've got that fixed. Our predecessors tried to fix it. The formatting is a formidable beast. So hopefully that'll be it.
Yes, to give everybody generally, changes to kingdom law are read into court. There were so many changes because the document is long, and there was so much change to the formatting that doing everything read into court would be prohibitive. However, we have a list of the substantive changes which are going to be read in today, and we final document will be posted online probably today.
Yeah.
So,
Their Majesties do call forward Dominus Albinus to read these changes to kingdom law.
Herein is a summary of the changes to kingdom law in this revision. Due to the length of the document and the numerous formatting changes, wording changes, and other clarifications, reading the changes made in their entirety is not a reasonable use of time. The intent of reading changes in the law is to make the populace aware of substantive changes, and here we are doing so. Within the past 7 months, the entirety of kingdom law and proposed changes thereto have been published for review and commentary to the kingdom on 2 occasions. The final version of the updated kingdom law will be published in the Outlandish Herald Extra Edition and will be posted on the Outlands website as well. The changes to Section 2 regarding kingdom law was reformatted substantially to capture the different ways and times at which kingdom law is reviewed and changed. As such, we are having the entire section read to give clarity on how the process works. The other changes will be identified by section as they are announced. 2. Laws. Alpha. The Crown has sole right and privilege to create new lands and make amendments to existing law. Bravo. Process to amend Outlands Kingdom Law. 1. The Crown shall submit all proposed changes to the Outlands Law to the Kingdom Seneschal for review and comment. 2. Proposed changes to Outlands Law submitted to the official Outlands Kingdom Seneschal email shall be reviewed by the Kingdom Seneschal no fewer than 30 days prior to the enactment of such changes. Alpha. The Seneschal shall acknowledge receipt of the proposed changes to the Crown in writing as soon as feasible and will provide the Society Seneschal and Kingdom's Ombudsman with copies of proposed changes. 3. Within 14 days of receipt of proposed changes to Outlands Law, the Kingdom Seneschal shall either sub-alpha acknowledge the proprietary of changes and willingness to sign them after publication, or sub-bravo detail any potential conflicts in writing to the Crown and the Kingdom greater officers. Sub 1. The Seneschal may make suggestions to the Crown regarding wording of law changes or suggest further changes as appropriate. 4. The Crown shall attempt to resolve conflicts identified by the Kingdom Seneschal before resubmitting proposed changes as outlined in this document. 5. The Kingdom Seneschal shall sign the proposed changes into Kingdom law. 6. Before they take effect, the Crown shall cause new laws and amendments to existing law to be read into law in a royal court at a published event. 7. All additions and amendments to Outlands law will bear the signatures of the Crown and the Kingdom Seneschal. This will be sent for publications in the Outlandish Herald or as an Outlandish Herald Extra, at which point the revised Outlands law is fully enacted. 8. Once the Kingdom or amendment of Outlands law has been fully enacted, the Kingdom Seneschal will provide the Society Seneschal and the Kingdom's Ombudsman with copies of the changes within 14 days. Charlie. Periodic review of Outlands law. 1. Outlands law shall be reviewed at regular intervals by the Crown and Kingdom Seneschal. The first review shall take place on or about 2 years from the beginning of this edition of Kingdom law and on or about every 2 years thereafter. On or about refers to the exact day and month, not the year. Each time a new edition of Kingdom law is signed, the next review shall be on or about 2 years from that signing date, without regard to when the most recent review previous to the signings was conducted. 2. The purpose of the review is to assure clarity and compliance with all governing documents. 3. During this biannual review, all changes made since the most recent review will be reviewed against Outlands law to identify any internal conflicts between the various sections of Outlands law. 4. During the review period, Kingdom law shall be published as broadly as possible, including, if timing permits, in the Outlandish Herald or Outlandish Herald Extra, and will be open for public commentary for a minimum of 14 days from the date of publication or later deadline as published in the Outlandish Herald or Outlandish Herald Extra. Delta. Ongoing review of Kingdom law. 1. Outlands law shall be reviewed as needed for compliance with the governing documents of the SCA, subject to the interpretation by the Society Seneschal. 2. Any conflicts with the governing documents and or Society Seneschal interpretations found within Outlands law will be addressed during this review. And 3. Outlands law shall be reviewed as needed as outlined in this document. 4. Resolution of all identified conflicts shall, sub alpha, begin within 14 days of, sub 1. the official announcement of the SCA of an amendment to the governing documents of the SCA. Sub 2, the new society seneschal interpretation, or Sub 3, upon discovery of a conflict within Outlands law and shall, Sub 4, be completed within 90 days. Echo, Outlands shall be published on the official kingdom's website. Foxtrot, all laws below are in furtherance and subservient to the SSA governing documents. All provisions of kingdom law are considered to be construed in accordance with SCA governing documents. Section 5, selection of royalty. Hotel, letters shall be submitted to the official kingdom email addresses of both the Crown and the Kingdom Seneschal before the submission deadline set by the Crown. Such deadline may be changed at the discretion of the Crown. Section 8, events and tournaments. Charlie, Battlemore shall be hosted by the Kingdom per the organizational reference for event stewards of Battlemore. Section 9, rights and duties of the populace. Delta, only persons who are current paid members of the SCA or have all appropriate waivers on file are authorized or are allowed to be authorized to participate in combat activities within the Kingdom of Outlands membership, and proof thereof are defined in the corporate policies of the SCA Inc. Section 11, offices and officers. Delta, lesser officers of state of the Kingdom of the Outlands shall be 4, youth armored marshal. 6, youth rapier marshal. Section 11, landed nobility. Bravo, baronial terms. Delta, notwithstanding the provision of Article 10 J1 at sequence, the baronial coronet is not subject to a strict term limit. Echo, upon selection by the Crown, the baronial coronet is expected to serve a minimum of 2 years. Service beyond such time is pursuant to the wishes of the baronial coronet, subject to the desires of the Crown. Thus ends the reading of the Kingdom Law.
Thank you.
Thank you, Harold.
Well done. Great. Sure. We will begin the official coronation ceremony in 5 minutes.
You know, when he said he wanted to give him 5 minutes, he was like, heck yeah.
Can I walk through there?
Now you have to be a member to be and that makes sense. I do. So that would be like yes.
I just need one more name, is what it is, because she may have even been that call. No, I know. I'm not going to tell that side of the story. Don't let the reality get in the real. No, I know exactly what was going on. I'm not going to tell that one.
How you doing? I'll get some videos with you later if you're up for it. Okay. After all this. I'm trying to get a list of like, no, you're not. Okay, I'll go to the next person now.
That's what I was wondering. That's why I've been.
I've been really tempted to start playing with this thing.
I was trying to get your attention. That's what. Yeah, it's fun, man. I got sick after Animal. I'm still not there. I just want to be sick and I'm gonna fuck my lines up. So, you know how much I like speaking to fun people.
Sunday Crown. In an hour.
An hour? I'll be there. You good? Alright. Long got you to drive up this morning? Thanks for filling in for me. Asked me to do this.
Yeah. Your shop's coming. Yep.
Yes. So it is basically first. So they will treat their house. They will fall in the Whitney right. Basically, on the first side. So, do you need a copy? Did you add a co-work? Of course. Yeah, absolutely.
You would be anyway.
And when we came in, it was 72. So it was a started. Court will be resuming! Please return, court is resuming!
Thank you all for your patience with that. That is a technicality, but an important part of our law, as was mentioned in there.
Maybe like a crown attorney or
The
something?
point of having it read in court is so that the populace is aware of changes. So that's why we have that. When our law was much shorter, that was much easier. We have longer set of kingdom law now, but it is more robust, and the full version, as we said, will be posted online shortly, and I believe going out in everybody's email today. So thank you for bearing with us for that. Hopefully you got a little break. Today is a long day of ceremony, but an important one. And
with that, I'm going to tell my last story. Well, I don't know. You may never see me again. You'll see me again. I'm trying to be serious. It's hard for me to do that for more than an hour at a time. This has been one of the most singular honors that I've ever had. Bearing the crown of the Outlands is an honor. But it is a service. This is not spending a great deal of time with your friends or with the individuals that you generally spend time with, because you are in a lot of meetings. You have a lot of people that want to talk to you. You have even more people who need to talk to you. This role is an honor, and it is one that it is good to put down. We have a short amount of time as crown of this kingdom. That's by design. This is a hard job. It's exhausting. You learn things about people that you love that you wish you could help them because their spouse died. And they have absolutely nobody else to talk to. They lost all of their friends over perhaps what their friends would call a lifestyle choice. But we are a safe place. We are where people come. This is our kingdom. This kingdom is so important to people that several of you have wept right there when we have spoken to you. Several of you have wept out here while we are speaking. It is because this matters. The SCA matters, and it matters more than many of us will admit because it sounds pretentious when we sit around and talk about, yes, because that's not what being queen is. Being queen is being mother to a bunch of children and teenagers that hate you. Literally, you're sitting in the closet eating your ice cream by yourself because you don't want to share it with them because they're busy telling you that you suck and it's your ice cream. Being crowned is knowing how the sausage is made, but bringing the magic instead. And it is impossible to do without the support and love of everybody in this room. It is a bittersweet time to say goodbye. Because I have had the most magical 6 months that I never expected. I'm so unbelievably excited for our heirs. I'm so unbelievably excited for our heirs to be loved and cared for and supported and treated as the royalty that they are as we step away. Because that is what this society is. You may not agree with the decisions that are made. You may not even like them. You will probably forget them about 7 months later. So I assure you, you might not need to say how angry you are at the time. Remember who we are. We are the Outlands. I have lived in many, many kingdoms. I have traveled to more. We are the Outlands. That is who we are. We love this kingdom. We have traditions. These traditions are sometimes zealously guarded. And sometimes we don't understand the pain or the anger that other people are feeling. Because we are obviously correct. But that is because this world, this kingdom, this society means so much to us that we are willing to have that conflict. Remember as you advocate, remember as you teach, and remember as you share, that everybody here is trying to be the best version of themselves. Don't get in their way. So, we are stronger together. We have more in common than we have different. And it is an honor to be a member. Thank you all.
Huzzah! Outlands!
The crown now calls before them the rapier of chivalry, Master Davis Saint-Jean-Jacques, the protector of the Queen's heart, Master Seamus McRae, their shield of chivalry, Lord Reinhard van Holzkirchen, their flower of chivalry, the Honorable Lord Gabrundur, and their defender of chivalry, Christoph Oronako.
First off, Christoph, do you like your name?
Yes, I do.
All right.
Yeah.
We didn't have a position for the cut and thrust tournament chivalry. His Royal Highness was kind enough to kick around slogans with me. And from our perspective, moving forward, in the Defender tournament, the Chivalry Award shall be called the Defender of Chivalry.
Huzzah.
Huzzah.
Gentlemen, we thank you all for your service that you have given to us during this reign, but it is time that you return your regalia, that we can hand it over to the next bearers.
Thank you, Reinhardt, for the chivalry you have continued to show. Thank you, Davius, for carrying my honor on the field and for never leaving it. Thank you, Seamus. You have fought in these tournaments for decades now. And you have brought me such honor. And thank you, Crystal, for being a part of this wild ride, and for always being there with a smile and laughing at my jokes. It does a service. And for also sharing with me the pain that we share of caretaking for those that took care of us before. Thank you for being a shoulder for me. We believe in payment. And for that, please go flood the market with our currency.
Thank you for your service, and you're released for new.
You are released. Thank you all.
For the service of these champions, huzzah!
Huzzah! Huzzah!
Now called into the royal presence, the Queen's companions, Duchess Estrid Danaher's daughter, Duchess Cecilia Mowbray, Duchess Carla O'Riordan, and Duchess Mariana Vivia de Santiago.
The Queen's companions are generally former members of the Order of the Rose. Well, they're still there. Former queens that are members of the... Yeah, we kicked them out, actually. When they became my companions, I was like, that's it, no rose for you. No, they are generally former crowns. The reason why is because we keep saying what a hard job this is. It's a hard job. But it's also a magical, beautiful moment where you have the power to make people laugh at your jokes like you're funny. But also, you are impacted and you impact. And the things that sometimes you need to talk about in this position are not something that many people would understand. Because at a certain point when you're like, and they didn't even like my outfit, and everybody's like, I don't understand why you're upset. These four understand. It's very important. But over the last 9 months, because I was very organized and asked them before we stepped up, these 4 individuals, among with several others, gave me their ear, taught me about bingo, hung out with me, made me ridiculous clothing as usual for the strangest last-minute requests, and I could not even express the joy that has happened from Astrid traveling all over the known world with me. I have never been alone if she had anything to say about it, which is something I desperately need. Thank you for seeing me. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for being part of my heart and my family. And for carrying on the promises that we all made, for some of us many, many years ago, some of us more recent. We are here for you. The Order of the Rose is here for the society. They may support the Queen, you may see them with the Queen. These 4 will always be a safe space for you. I guarantee you. Don't forget the service that they swore to promise, or they promised to do. Sorry, I can't talk right now. Because they did not take these oaths back. These all 4 of them swore when they became queens to protect their kingdom, which is now the Outlands. Look to them. I did. Thank you.
Huzzah. For the service and care of the Queen's companions. Huzzah!
Huzzah!
The crown now calls before them their royal household, their head of house, Drangar Yulrun, their southern coordinator, Baron Eric, their northern coordinator, the Honorable Lady Carrick, the largesse coordinator, Mistress Karma, and those attendants who have served their majesties during this reign.
All those attendants that have served us. There have been many.
There have been many.
Calling it, or are they just mentioning it? Hey guys. This has been so fun!
But the time has come to release you all from our service.
And I think most of you are actually just going right back to work, which is hilarious. The best memories I've ever had have been serving on a retinue. There's no way to get closer to people you would never have talked to before. Not because you don't like them, not because of anything to do with them, but to do with the fact that we have so many different things to do in the society that you don't run into everybody that you have so much more in common with than you thought. But being in a retinue and having a shared purpose gives us a chance to bond at a deeper level. And I hope that all of you have found the friendships with each other that I've found with each of you, because this has been a magical, magical ride. Thank you all.
Yes, thank you so much. We would give you some pay for your service. It is the smallest thing.
There's a little extra special here for 2 of my rocks. So, Quee's been playing in the SCA for a really, really, really long time, actually. She's 2nd generation, which not many of us remember because we're like, she's so magical! Oh my goodness, how much magic! And then,
Yes, I get.
I can have an extra.
no, instead, you get one of the highly coveted Duchess Astrid bags, because these are awesome! I like bags. And then I found out that the rock that has been just everywhere, she went to Antir, she went to, I don't know where you haven't gone, admitted to me that she's always coveted an Astrid bag. And I could think of no better way to pay you for all of your work, for all of your time. A little something to recognize everything that you've done. Thank you all. I will never be able to pay you back. But the nice thing about the SCA is that I can pay it forward. Thank you all for inspiring me to continue being a part of everything.
Will get payment?
Has everyone been paid? Thank you.
You are now released from our service. Please
enjoy.
For the service of the royal household, huzzah!
Huzzah!
Karma, thank you.
My queen, the time has come for us to depart. But before we go, we must crown a suitable heir to ensure the safekeeping of this fair kingdom. We call to us our witten.
His Royal Majesty calls forth his witten, Count Zachariah, the warlord, Master Christopher, the royal archer, and Lady Eupraxia, the Windhover bard.
Good counselors, what say you of Mordygan?
I was in Arkell, and I witnessed his skill at arms and honor on the field. And I confirm him and his right to be king.
I know well of Mordygan's service to the kingdom and would confirm him king.
I have seen the gentility of Mordygan and would confirm him king.
Thank you, good Whitlock. Thank you for your words. My queen, we have now confirmed who shall lead this kingdom. Thank you.
Thank you all.
The time has come to pass along the crown to our heirs.
Let Don Sabjorn, Blue Iris Herald and Defender of the Queen, come before Her Majesty.
Your Majesty, it has been my immense pleasure to serve both you and this kingdom. While I must return these items, know that you will always be my rose, and I'm always there should you have need of defender, of voice, of herald, or a friend.
Thank you, Don Sabjorn. You have been an Outlands white scarf, and there is no greater honor than I could ever have than to have had you join me and speak for me. It has been a pleasure. I release you now. Thank you.
Thank you.
For the service of Don Sabjorn, by voice and by sword, huzzah!
Huzzah!
Her Majesty calls Don Blaine forward.
Don Blaine. It is time for me to end my tenure as the patroness of your order. The Outlands Queen has the greatest honor. Historically, we were the signatories that created the Treaty of the White Scarf. There was no societal level award, and so the Kingdom of Anstiora approached the Kingdom of the Outlands and said, we will recognize these individuals. Will you join us? And the Outlands said, yes, yes we will. There is no greater honor than to bear the symbol of the agreement that set everything in motion. I would like you to preserve this and keep it safe for our heir, so that she may experience the joy of being the patroness of the most amazing order I have ever had the privilege to represent.
His Majesty calls Mistress Apollonia Zanstroka.
Mistress, thank you for representing the Order of the Golden Lands. Today, we must also return this, as we will not be the patron of this order anymore, and this must go to our heirs. Please take it in good care.
It would be my pleasure to serve you this last time.
I'm sorry that we did not get the chance to ride at Battlemore, perhaps another
Huzzah! Their Majesties call into the royal presence their warlord, Count Zachariah.
You are the most amazing warlord I have ever had the privilege to see. You are the Outlands, Count Zachariah. You are a monster on the field. You care deeper and stronger about this kingdom than almost anyone I've ever met.
But at this time, we must ask that you return Thunderhead to our hands, that we may invest our heirs, as is our tradition. Thank you.
Their Majesty summoned the landed nobility of the Outlands, Tahir and Rivka, Baron and Baroness of Kerta, Adriana, Baroness of Alberon, Robert and Isabeau, Baron and Baroness of Dragonspine, Carlos and Joelle, Baron and Baroness of the Citadel of the Southern Pass, Keith and Safia, Baronesses of Unzerhafen, Wolfgang and Rowena, Baron and Baroness of Kerguelen, Tiger, Baron Arkell.
Please. These nobles guard this land. They guard your hearts. They guard your time and your joy. They serve, and they serve the crown. And as such, they have to let us go so that the new crown may come.
We would ask for your gloves, that we may give them, that they may be given to our heirs, as is tradition.
Thank you for everything that you do. Thank you for the time and the care, and tears, and stress, travel, rain, hail, snow, and longing. You are the reason why this kingdom thrives. We are better.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Bear witness.
Their Majesties call into the royal presence Nikolai, Knight of the Society, Cecilia, Mistress of the Laurel, Asta, Mistress of the Pelican, Hawkroll, Master of Defense, Callum, Master of the Mark, and Duchess Astrither, Companion of the Order of the Rose.
Our regalia, when these ceremonies happen, we choose members of the peerage order to guard this regalia during the transition. Each one of these are exemplars of their order. Each one of them we trust to guard this kingdom in our stead. Thank you for being willing to do this small service for us and for the kingdom.
Sir Nikolai, we do entrust into your noble hands Thunderhead, great acts of state, ancient symbol of the Outlands. Guard him well, as you have ever guarded our traditions in war, that you may deliver him to the hands of our rightful heirs, that they may use him to maintain the rights and prerogatives of the Outlands.
Duchess Cecilia, we do entrust into your noble hands the scepter royale of the Outlands. Maintain it well, as you have ever maintained it. The gentle arts and equal sciences? Needful! Sorry, you can tell which one I like. Guard it well. Guard our kingdom. Thank you.
Mistress Austin, we give into your keeping the signets of the realm, the symbol of the crown's justice. Maintain them well, that you may deliver them into the hands of our rightful heirs, that they may use them to endorse their wise judgment for the good of the Outlands.
Count Hrothgar, we give into your keeping the Great Seal of State. Sorry, I turned the other way. I am giving Count Hrothgar the Great Seal of State. This is a symbol of our equity. Maintain it well, as you have ever maintained this kingdom.
Master Callum, we give into your keeping the Outlands War Banner, a symbol of our valor. Maintain and bear it proudly, that you may deliver it into the hands of our rightful heirs, that they may fly it to call to arms the might of the Outlands and her allies. Duchess Aspen, rise and wait at our side to receive the Queen's crown.
You may all. McBain, attend us. Six months ago, I asked you, well, 9 months ago, I asked you to be my champion. The Queen's champion used to be chosen by tournament. It was changed so that the Queen may be attended by somebody whom she knew. I did not know McBain that well, but I knew that if I was ever in this position again, he was the individual I would trust my heart to. And Sir McBain, you have done beyond anything I could have. But our time has ended, and I just have one more favor to ask of you. I must release you as my champion, but I ask that you wait for me for one last.
Your Majesty, I've been a part of this kingdom for a very long time. And I've been inspired, and I've loved and I've lost both honor and belief. As I untie your banner from this spear, I've regained motivation. I have regained truth. And I have regained intention. I thank you for giving me this honor. And I thank you for allowing me to follow this journey with you. I shall live. Thank you.
Huzzah.
Huzzah.
Sir Jared, my champion, please attend us. Sir Jared, 6 months ago I asked you to be my champion. You have been steadfast at my side, everywhere I went, everywhere I needed. But the time has come to release you from this bond. But I will, however, give you one directive. I entrust into your hands Lightning, the king's sword of the Outlands, that you may return it to the one true heir of King Hrothgar. Thank you for your service. Your own Majesty, return now to us your crown, knowing that its return is right and honorable, and represents a responsibility well fulfilled and finally set aside.
Your Majesty. It has been my single most honor to be queen by your side. You honor me, and you honor this kingdom with your leadership, with your dedication, and with your love. I could never have been the queen that I was without you by my side. Thank you for this honor. I will wait for you.
Thank you, my love. And know that I could never have been the king that I was without you.
Defenders, present arms.
Call forth our heir.
His Majesty calls forth his heir, Mordygan and Ymanie.
I am Mordygan, victor on the fields of Arkell, and have come to take my rightful place. You have heard of my work. I would hear the line of kings, so that all know whose exemplars I look for will guide me.
Gunvald, a prince of Atenveld, the first crowned among us. Johann, skilled warrior who thrice ruled this land. Arton, Outland's first duke, 6 times worthy king. Hagen, our kingdom's first knight. Christopher, ruler of kingdoms 3. Leif, twice king, strong as the yew, awaits us in Valhalla. Irold, who bound lands together, 3 times our valiant king. Olaf, twice king, horseman, hale and noble, awaits us in Valhalla.
Sirith, strong as steel, twice Outlands king. Bogan, pure, steadfast and true. Hrothgar, of grave and virtue, thrice golden stag king. Thorn, the speaker of legends. Lycurgus, twice king, foreign born, Outlands maid, awaits us in Valhalla. Cameron, whose words moved our hearts. Melgwyn, iron-fisted Tartan warrior, 3 times Outlands king. Martino, valiant and bold.
Conan, confident and resolute, thrice to sit the stag throne. Hassan, who wields the bronze spear. Bela, from the Magyar steeps, 7 times Outlands king. Jack Sardicus, ancient warlord, thrice wrecked Outlandia. Hogart, our future held in his heart, twice worthy king. Giovanni, augmented with glory. Ibrahim, whirlwind from the deserts. Rorik, generous war king, twice crowned. Mordygan, desert fawn grown to great stag, 2-fold.
Ulrich, youngest stag crowned 4 times to sit the throne. Boleslav, who leads with his heart, 3 times noble king. Flanagan, joyous, playful leprechaun. I had that last word, sorry. Garrick, crowned of 4 kingdoms. Walrick, of the lands of the sun and stag. Tam, proud and generous. Coldgrim, mighty Olaf's son. Robert, fierce and honorable fighter. Lee, warrior of vast renown, awaits us in Valhalla.
Johann, scholar king. Beric, lion-hearted warrior. Bardolph, from young prince to wise king. Fulbjörger, voice of fervor and heart. Hawkroll, deadly on every field. Zachariah, humble friendship and generosity. Simon, generous and colorful. Hrothgar, whose glory is upon us.
Huzzah! We, Hrothgar, by right of arms, king of the Outlands, have heard the words of the wizard, and do recognize Mordygan as our sole and legitimate heir, and are resolved to crown him as our successor to the throne of the Outlands. Mordygan, if you would be king of the Outlands, place your hands on this crown and swear the words that bind you to your duty.
I, Mordygan, by this crown swear to administer justice within all my lands and amongst all my subjects. I swear to endeavor to rule wisely, sparing no efforts to fulfill my duties as king. I swear to defend always the principles of chivalry and to guard always that my peers remain honorable. I swear to reward friendship with loyalty, fealty with honor, and oath-breaking with vengeance.
We, Hrothgar, by right of arms, king of the Outlands, do hear your words and accept your solemn oath. We crown you, Mordygan, by right of arms, king of the Outlands.
Behold your king!
Long live the king!
Long live the king!
Long live the king!
Sir Garrett, why do you tarry here?
I am sworn to give lightning to King Hrothgar's rightful heir. I have witnessed this ceremony, and I recognize you, Mordygan, as King of the Outlands. I deliver into your hands lightning, the sword of the king. It is a symbol of swift justice, bear with wisdom and mercy.
This I will do. Sir Gareth, I have one last task for you. Please retrieve my lady so that we may make her our queen.
I would hear tell of all who have shown me the way. Outlands, crowned with wisdom. Catherine, twice king, queen, a keystone of service, awaits us in Valhalla. Tara, valiant yet gentle, twice queen, first duchess of these lands. Beatrix, who chose her own path.
Kyber, fierce fighter, yet gentle. Layla, who dances through sands. Ishtar, of promise and growth. Aziza, first female stag's blood, 4 times gentle queen.
Monica, nurturing and strong. Tess, of purpose and will. Jean, who traveled our lands, twice sat the stag throne. Morgana, who graces the south, 2 times Outlands queen.
Warm-hearted warrior, 3 times graceful queen. Ileana, who smile brought joy, twice gentle queen. Miguelina, bringer of beauty, twice Outlands.
Annalise, rose without thorns. Lillian, from the land of 3 seas. Andrea, first white scarf queen. Eleanor, whose eyes danced in the moonlight, twice to grace the throne. Vanna, whose whisper makes hearts glad.
Conliac, radiant treasure, twice Outlands queen. Elizabeth, rose tempered by fire. Rosalind, paragon of nobility. Kiara, graceful crescent moon, twice stag queen. Kaelin, joyous and kind.
Claudia, who nourished the desert. Slave, warrior rose, friend to all, twice worthy queen. Astrid, lion-hearted and giving of spirit, 3 times radiant queen. Salomea, graceful in dance, graceful in battle, thrice stag queen. Sabine, who's like the sun's own light.
Anna, spirit of surpassing beauty, 4 times glorious queen. Liana, adorned inspiration. Yasmira, generous, kind. Yasami, purveyor of the arts. Cecilia, brought sunshine to our lands.
Ingrid, whose laughter warmed our hearts, twice upon the stag throne. Catherine, poise and radiance. Danielle, voice of beauty and grace. Mage, mother to all. Anstis, rose of courtesy and nobility.
Anna, courageous and strong, twice Regina Outlandia. Martine, kind of heart and bright of smile. Larissa, that stood the long night. Beatrice, shining star that pierced the darkness. Sabiha, delightful.
Ymanie, desert star of gentle strength. Melissa, embrace of kindness and love. Adrian, vert warrior, stalwart and true. Mariana, compassionate and kind-hearted. Aria, bringer of music.
Thank you, my friends.
Your Grace, return to us now the Queen's crown with my thanks for your service. Your Royal Highness, you will be Queen of the Outlands. Place your hands upon this crown and swear the words which bind you to your duty.
I, Ymanie, swear upon this crown to maintain myself in a courtly manner as befits a queen.
to always be an inspiration for grace and chivalry, to be just in all matters, and to render faithful counsel to my king.
And I, Mordygan, by right of arms, King of the Outlands, do hear your words and accept your oaths. I do crown you, Ymanie, by grace and favor, Queen of the Outlands.
Outlands, behold your queen!
Long live the queen! Good feared folk, attend us.
Guards, to me!
Good feared folk, as you have ever guarded my lady before her ascension to the throne, I task you now with safekeeping with the safekeeping of our queen, and I name you guardsfolk. And Master Jahan, I name you their captain.
I swear before this company that we shall fight to the death for our queen. Any folk among you see us, fail to weak of heart and run away, remind us this day of this pledge to our queen.
Thank you, Master Jahan, and you all, for taking on this solemn duty. I will have favors for you shortly, and regalia as well. Please go and make sure that the hall is safe.
Herald, call forth Duke Arton and Duchess Connell.
Their Majesties call before them Duke Arton and Duchess Connell.
Your Grace, your courtesy, valor, and wisdom have earned for you a secured place at my side as my champion, and I name you the Kunigas Huskarl. I give unto your keeping, lightning, the sword of the King of the Outlands. Guard him well, as you have ever guarded our name and honor.
Greetings, old friend.
Your Grace, I would have a loyal friend and a fierce warrior to stand by my side. During the princess's toast, you said words that were very meaningful to me and told me that you would not only be a champion to me, but a champion to all queens. Will you accept this position as Queen's Champion?
Yes, Your Majesty. I would like to swear an oath.
Oh,
I promise, upon my faith and my sacred honor, to be loyal to Ymanie, Gwenna of the Outlands, to defend her against all malefactors and invaders, to command in her defense all who owe me service, and to give true counsel and give freely of my skills as soldier, scholar, and courtier. This I swear.
Your Grace, I do accept your oath, and I put into your keeping Tempest, swift as wind, my treasure, my spear. Please hold her as safely as you would my name and my honor.
Let Jarl Freya come before Her Majesty the Queen.
The door's here.
Jarl Freyana, I would ask you to do me the honor of serving as my Blue Iris Herald.
It would be my honor to do so.
Then please accept this tabard, which bears my royal arms. And please always follow the example of Her Excellency Viscountess Caradwyn, whose arms inspired your noble name of the title of your office.
I shall.
That was so bad.
That's why you're needed, friend.
Thank you, friends. We'll get through this, you guys. It's fine.
Your Majesties, representatives of the Order of the Chivalry, Sir Nikolai, the Order of the Laurel, Duchess Cecilia, the Order of the Pelican, Mistress Asta, the Order of Defense, Count Cockrell, and the Order of the Mark, Master Callum, await your pleasure.
We shall receive them now.
I give unto your Majesty's royal hands Thunderhead, which has been held by every king and prince of the Outlands back into the days of Prince Gutenwald. The traditions of the Outlands live on in Thunderhead, but not there alone, for your Majesties have those among you whose tongues can speak the ancient lore of the Outlands. May you proudly maintain the best traditions of the Outlands to take an honored place in history of this ancient land.
Thank you, good night, for this service.
May it please your Majesties to claim the royal scepter, the symbol of your Majesty's authority. May your royal power and sovereignty bring peace and joy to your people. In such days, may arts and learning flourish so abundantly that all your Majesties see and hear may be pleasing to you.
Thank you, good.
May it please your Majesties to accept the royal signets of the Outlands, the symbols of the Crown's justice. May your Majesties judge your people fairly, defending the weak and upholding the good, that your royal virtues may be praised throughout the Outlands to the end of the earth.
Thank you, Excellency, for this service.
May it please your Majesties to accept the Great Seal of the Outlands, the symbol of the Crown's good and wise judgments. May your Majesties wisely endorse the good works of your sovereignty, that your royal decrees and laws may be praised throughout all time.
Thank you, Excellency, for this service.
May it please your Majesties to accept the war banner of the Outlands, a symbol of your Majesty's strength and friendship. May you use the examples of those before you to lead the Outlands to great victory and renown. That wind itself will carry the acclaim of your Majesty's valor and generosity to the farthest reaches of the earth.
Thank you, your Master, for this service. Thank you, gentle peers.
Your Majesties, call forward Count Zachariah, Warlord of the Outlands.
Your Excellency, your skill at arms has earned for you a place at our side and in our court. It would please us well if you would carry Thunderhead in our court.
Your Majesties, summon the landed nobility of the Outlands, Tahir and Hrothgar, Baron and Baroness of Perta, Adriana, Baroness of Alberon, Robert and Isabeau, Baron and Baroness of Dragonspine, Carlos and Joel, Baron and Baroness of the Citadel of the Southern Pass, Kita and Safia, Baronesses of Unterhofen, Wolfgang and Rowena, Baron and Baroness of Kerguelen, Tiger, Baron Arkell.
We shall hear your oaths of fealties.
King and Queen of the Outlands, shall from this day forward be my liege lord and lady.
Thank you.
And upon lightning, upon fire.
Serving you faithfully.
Say aye.
Maybe you should.
We do hear your oaths and accept your fealty, and do pledge to you that we will protect your land and those of our people, and protect your rights within and without our own.
Thank you, Your Excellencies, for following our example of imperfection. And also, wear these gloves, emblazoned with your baronial arms, so all may know of our royal favor and the authority we have bestowed upon you. Your Excellencies, please return to your rightful
Let the knights of the Outlands come before their king and queen, so their oaths of fealty may be heard. This day. This day do I render homage and fealty to my sovereign lord and lady, Mordygan and Ymanie, right of arms and grace and favor. Right of arms and grace and favor. King and Queen of the Outlands. King and Queen of the Outlands. Who will from this day forward. Be my liege lord and lady. I will be true in all ways. Serving them faithfully. This do I swear upon lightning. On my belt. On my chain. And my honor. So say I.
Honor be honored. We do hear your oaths and accept your fealty, and do pledge to you that we will protect and defend you, both within and without our realm.
Be ever mindful of your solemn vow, which compels you to defend the honor of those weaker than yourselves.
We thank you for your hard work.
Thank you, Majesty. Let those masters and mistresses of the Order of the Laurel who would have their oaths of fealty heard come now before this court.
Okay, good.
This day do I render homage and fealty to my sovereign lord and lady,
Mordygan and Ymanie.
Mordygan and Ymanie,
My right of arms and
by right of arms and grace and favor, King and Queen of the Outlands,
who will from this
this
day
day forward be my liege lord and lady, in all ways serving them faithfully.
This do I
And the high ideals I hold are here. So say
Here, your oaths. Accept your fealty, and do pledge to you that we will protect and defend your rights as peers, both within and without this realm.
Be ever mindful of those who look to you as friends and teachers of the arts and sciences, rewarding their trust with good works.
Your works greatly enrich our realm, for which we thank you.
Let those masters and mistresses of the Order of the Pelican who would have their oaths of fealty heard come now before the King and Queen. Do you need prompting?
Please prompt us. Oh, Freya just wants some continuity here. Okay. You run your show.
I'll work on it. This day do I render homage and fealty.
This day do I render homage and fealty
My sovereign lord and lady.
to my sovereign lord and lady,
Mordygan and Ymanie.
Mordygan and Ymanie,
By right of arms and grace and favor.
by right of arms and grace and favor,
King and Queen of the Outlands.
King and Queen of the Outlands,
Who will from this day forward
who will from this day forward
be my liege lord and lady.
be my liege lord and lady.
I will be true in all ways.
I will be true in all ways,
Serving them faithfully.
serving them faithfully.
This do I swear upon my courage.
This do I swear upon my courage,
Upon lightning.
upon lightning,
Upon my honor.
and upon my honor.
So say I.
So say I.
And by God.
Sophia, this is and by God.
We do hear your oaths and accept your fealty, and do pledge to you that we will protect and defend your rights as peers, both within and without our realm.
Be ever mindful
Those who look to you.
of those who look to you
Models of industry and fruitful labor.
as models of industry and fruitful labor,
Encouraging your diligence.
encouraging their diligence by your own constant example.
Your tasks make our lives easier. Thank you.
Thank you.
Let those masters and mistresses of the Order of Defense who would have their oaths of fealty heard come now before this court. This day do I render.
This day do I render homage and fealty to my sovereign lord and lady, Mordygan and Ymanie,
Right of arms.
by right of arms and grace and favor, King and Queen of the Outlands,
Who will from this day forward.
who will from this day forward
Be my liege lord and
be my liege lord and lady.
lady. I will be true in all ways.
I will be true in all ways,
Serving
serving them
them faithfully.
faithfully.
This do I swear upon my courage.
This do I swear upon my courage,
Upon lightning.
upon lightning,
Upon my honor.
and upon my honor.
So say I.
So say I.
We do hear your oaths and accept your fealty, and do pledge to you that we will protect and defend your rights as peers, both within and without our realm.
Be ever mindful of those for whom you are exemplars of bladesmanship and courtly demeanor. In times of need, they may seek from you wise counsel.
Your words make our jobs easier. Thank you.
Let those masters and mistresses of the Order of the Mark who would have their oaths of fealty heard come now before this court.
This day do I render homage and fealty to my sovereign Lord and Lady, Mordygan and Ymanie, by right of arms, grace and favor, King and Queen of the Outlands, who will from this day forward be my liege Lord and Lady. I will be true in all ways, serving them faithfully. This I do swear upon my courage, upon lightning, and upon my honor. So say I, Lord of honor.
We do hear your oaths and accept your fealty, and do pledge to you that we will protect and defend your rights as peers, both within and without our realm.
Be ever mindful that your example will guide and shape those who look to you as mentors and friends. Just hold their trust honorably.
Your works make our tasks easier, for which we thank you.
Let those dukes and duchesses, counts and countesses, viscounts and viscountesses, who would have their oaths of fealty heard, come now before this court.
This day do I render homage and fealty to my sovereign Lord and Lady, Mordygan and Ymanie, by right of arms, grace and favor, King and Queen of the Outlands, who will from this day forward be my liege Lord and Lady. I will be true in all ways, serving them faithfully. This do I swear upon the dignity of my coronet, upon lightning, and upon my honor. So say I.
We do hear your oaths and accept your fealty, and do pledge to you that we will protect and defend your rights as peers, both within and without this realm.
We shall hold your example before us.
We thank you for the example that you do lead.
Let those Outlanders who yet wish to swear fealty come now before this court. This day do I render homage and fealty to my sovereign lord and lady, Mordygan and Ymanie, by right of arms, in grace and favor, King and Queen of the Outlands, who will from this day forward, be my liege lord and lady, I will be true in all ways, serving them faithfully. This do I swear upon lightning, upon my honor, so say I.
We do hear your oaths and accept your fealty, and do pledge to you that we will protect and defend you, both within and without our realm.
We will need such good people as you. Thank you.
Thank you, Outlanders.
Now shall come before the throne the great officers of state, the Seneschal of the Outland, Mistress Aldi, the White Stag Principal Herald, Meister Andreas, the Earl Marshal, Duke Arton, the Chancellor of the Exchequer, Mistress Sharon, the Chronicler, the Nikolai Reyers, the Wed Minister, Graf Johann.
You have served the Outlands well as true servants and counsel. It is our will to confirm you in your several offices. You will swear to serve us faithfully.
This day do I swear to serve.
The crown and kingdom of the Outlands.
To uphold the laws of this land.
To uphold the laws of this land. And to render faithful service.
To your Majesties.
To your Majesties.
And to your Majesty's subjects.
And to your Majesty's subjects.
Whereby the Outlands may prosper.
Whereby the Outlands may prosper.
This do I swear upon lightning.
Upon my honor. So say I, Sharon of the Roses.
We do hear your oaths of service and accept your words, and do pledge to you that we will support you in your several offices and honor you as you minister in our names. Good populace, know that these are our officers. They act and speak with our authority. Any lawful and reasonable requests or instructions by these our officers are to be obeyed by all our subjects, regardless of their degree. If you disregard our officers, you disregard the crown. But if you help our officers, you help the Outlands.
Good ministers, go now and serve us well.
We place great trust in our officers and those nobles to administer in our name and our baronies. But baronies are not the only strongholds in the Outlands. In the keeping of honored seneschals, we place our many shires and the College of St. Goliath.
The crown calls before them the seneschals of their shires and the College of St. Goliath.
We'll catch them another time.
My king, the representative of the Lord Order of the Golden Land would have words with you.
We would receive them.
Your Majesty, the Order of the Golden Lance is honored to have you as our patron. On behalf of our order, I present to you this token, and we hope that you will honor our order by wearing it.
It would be my great pleasure to do so. Thank you.
Green. This one. My queen, the representative of the defenders of the White Scarf begs audience in your court.
Please bring them into court.
Don Blaine, what do you have for your queen?
It would be my honor to be the patron of your order.
Would it now please your Majesties to receive your Stigweird, Mistress Rashinda, in your court?
Please call Her Excellency so that we may confirm her in our station.
The Royal Majesties bid Stigweird, Mistress Rashinda de la Selva, to come before them.
Mistress Rashinda,
In the days since our first meeting,
in the days since our first meeting,
we ask that you serve us.
when we ask that you serve us as our steward,
You have proven to be a trusted leader.
you have proven to be a trusted leader and friend.
Please take your honored place.
Please take this favor and take your honored place in our meet hall.
Please at your Majesties to receive your head attendant for the North, Mistress Adelasia.
Please call them forward, and all those that would serve with them.
I did the same thing.
Mistress Adelaisa, we have asked you to be our head attendant for the North, and Mistress Dragoslava has agreed to be our head attendant for the South, but she could not be here today. Please accept this token, and we appreciate your willingness to take on the responsibility of the wellness of our bodies and to feed me and all the things. It's a lot. Thank you, the rest of you, for doing the same.
Thank you
Please
all.
accept these favors. These are to hold on your cloak if you'd like, or if you'd like to just put it on your belt. That's why it is attached to this bit of wool. And these little pins are made by the hand of... What's that?
Thank you, good attendance. We look forward to serving with you.
Their Majesties now call their Mistress of the Robes and Largesse Coordinator, Mistress Nerianda and Mistress Karma.
Both of you have agreed to take on large roles in our household as well. Nerianda, you will be our Mistress of the Robes, and Karma, you will be our Largesse Coordinator. Please, if any of you have willingness to help in these offices, reach out to these two. They have a lot of work ahead of them. Please accept these favors. Please join us now.
Good Herald, call forth our Weeton.
Their Majesties call before this court and company Duchess Cecilia, Duke Walrick, Duchess Mariana, Count Zachariah, and Sir Roly. Her Majesty calls her companions Duchess Anna, Countess Matilda, Ranger Jorinder, and Mistress Sharon.
Your Graces, Your Excellencies, you have agreed to serve us as our counselors throughout this reign. We thank you very much for this service. Good populace, should these, our Weeton, look to you to give them answers so that they may better serve us, we would ask you to give them true and faithful counsel as well.
And you, my friends, have agreed to serve as my companions. I could ask for no one better. Thank you for the agreement to spend time with me and to also render counsel. To each of you, I'm going to give you a hagstone. These I have gathered with my own hands. These little holes are to help you see the truth in what people are speaking and to help you have wisdom when you are giving us your counsel. They're all fragile. If they break, we have more. Doesn't mean anything bad, okay? Right. Thank you, friends.
Good people in attendance today, thank you so very much for witnessing this ceremony and for allowing us to be your servants. For that is what we are. We are servants to the Outlands, and you are the Outlands.
Huzzah!
Thank you, all of you, for being here today and for bearing with all of this imperfection. This is what it is. We love you. We're so happy to be here, and we're so happy for the opportunity to serve you in this way. We'll look forward to seeing you again in evening court.
Huzzah!
Please close our coronation court.
Here now closes the court of Mordygan and Ymanie, Hrothgar and Ingridr of the Outlands. Long live the king!
Long live the king!
Long live the queen!
Long live the queen!
Long live the Outlands!
All right. I must ask a favor.